What's going on, guys? So today we are checking out the Holystone's HS360D. Now it is a 4K camera, 249 grams, so no FAA registration is required, 20,000 feet control distance and video transmission distance, GPS quadcopter ready to fly. So this model is the third iteration of the HS360 model line. So it's supposed to be an upgrade to the HS360S and the HS360E, which I have reviewed both of them previously. But it seems to still have the fixed anti-jello mounted camera, just like the previous models, and there doesn't seem to be any electronic image stabilization like the previous HS360E. However, it does have EIS, or electronic image stabilization, so there will be less jerky movements in the video and less vibrations. And they both look identically the same. So it seems it is only a control distance and maybe some functional features upgrade as far as I can tell at the moment. So my question is, why release such a model that is not a good enough of an upgrade to the previous models? Now this model really should be equipped with a 3-axis gimbal or at least a 2-axis gimbal with EIS and some LED lights looking like eyes and perhaps some TOF or time of flight sensors for altitude computations. But we'll go ahead and check it out just the same. Now, I was provided with this drone by Holystone for an honest review and test, so we will see how it performs. So in the front is the 4K 1/3 inch Sony CMOS sensor remote tilt adjustable camera, and again, no gimbal and no electronic image stabilization. So we will see some unstable videos, but the photos should be okay. We have one status LED light on the bottom in the rear. Now the bar on the front is just for looks. Now we do have an optical flow sensor camera and lots of ventilation grills that passes through to the front opening to keep cool. We have the foldable arms, brushless motors, the dual-bladed floppy props, micro SD card slot for the built-in DVR with support up to 256 gigabyte micro SD card class 10 or higher. We have front landing legs and protrusions on the rear of the body that touches the ground at the same time with the slightly offset rear motor pods to help out. Now it comes with two of these supposedly 40-minute flight time 7.4 volt 2500 milliamp lithium ion batteries, but upon opening it up it looks like they are LiPo batteries. There's no battery level LED lights and it doesn't have a fingernail notch on the release clip, just on the bottom, so it is not easy to pull out and you will have to hold down the release clip to insert it into the battery bay. Now charge it up with the Type-C port charge adapter, one battery at a time. Now if each battery had a Type-C port, you could charge both batteries at the same time. Now there's one green blinking LED light while charging that turns solid when it is done charging. The remote controller has the pull-out phone holder antenna combo with the data cable tucked inside to connect to your phone. So it is the industry standard long-range repeater style connection. We have the rotary zoom dial on the left shoulder and the camera tilt dial on the right shoulder. We have the removable gimbals with storage on the bottom. We have the takeoff and land button. We have the power button, the LCD display screen, the speed button, the photo button, the return home button, and the video button. Both sticks to the bottom and in or out arms and disarms the motors of the quadcopter. Throttle down also disarms the motors as well. Now both sticks to the top and in initiates the compass calibration, and placing it on a flat level surface after compass calibration calibrates the gyros of the quadcopter. Now charge up the built-in 7.4 volt 1100 milliamp hour 2.5 hour playtime battery via the Type-C port. Alright guys, so here we go with the Holystone HS360D. I got a formatted class 10 micro SD card inserted, so we are good to go. So let's go ahead and start this baby up, power it up. Just a long press will do, and the ESCs will sing their song, and a short followed by a long press on the remote controller. Okay. And it also powers up my phone as well. And it's going to start beeping because they're connecting. There. Hear that beep? Okay, while that's going on, let's start off our HS Fly app. And it says connecting aircraft. Let me hit that controls. It hasn't connected yet. You're going to hear a long beep. And then we're going to see the FPV video feed. Trust this computer? Trust. Passcode, and we are connected. Nice. And we got FPV. Let me go ahead and screen record. 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, screen is recording, and check out the video in its 4K glory. There's no gimbal, no electronic image stabilization, so we're gonna have some bumpy video, I presume. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is calibrate the compass, and to do that, both sticks to the top and in initiates it. There you go. It tells you to rotate the quadcopter horizontally, and it beeps and it tells you to rotate it vertically, and it's done. So now it's telling you to place it on a flat level surface, and that calibrates the gyros as well. And it looks like the camera is pointing straight, and we got the status LED light right here. Okay, so we are good to go. So let's go ahead and start the motors. Both sticks to the bottom and in, both sticks to the bottom and out. Does the same thing. Arms and disarms the motors, and throttling down slowly disarms the motors as well. So this one key to take off and land button does not work by itself, even if you long press it. So you have to arm the motors first and then hit this button. There you go. Come to a nice little hover. Oh, look at that. The position hold is pretty nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. Very nice. Okay, let's push it forward just a little bit. And let's get it angry right here. Okay, just kind of gradually goes back to its location. That's pretty good though. Check it out. Yaw in place. Pretty much yaw's in place. Let's see what speed we are in. Okay, now we are in speed number 1. The beeping sound is very soft. There we go. Nice photo. Okay, so we are in speed number 1, so let's go ahead and check it out here. Raise it up and push it out. Let's check out the video as well. Slightly bumpy. Let's see. Speed is 3 meters per second, 2.9. Turn around, full yaw. Digs in a little bit. Let go. Coming towards me. 3.3, and then slowly cuts down to, now it's 2.7, 2.6. Okay, there it is. That's the full yaw, full pitch in speed number 1. Okay, speed number 2. Okay, full yaw, full pitch. The yaw didn't get any tighter, I don't think, but the speed increased a little bit. Okay, let's go this way now and check it out. 5.6 at one point, now it dropped down to 4.76 meters per second. Okay, full yaw turnaround. Digs down. Let go. Heading my way. And here it comes. That is the full speed, speed number 2. Turn around. Speed number 3. Full yaw, full pitch. Again, the yaw did not get any tighter, but the speed increased and it digs down a little more. And now let's check out in speed number 3, 7.4 at one point, and now it's down to 6.34. There you go. You can still see the horizon with the full pitch forward, and that's the full yaw turn. And there I am. Slightly to the right, slightly to the right. There you go. Nice yaw control though, even in speed number 3. Here it comes. Full speed, speed number 3. That is the maximum speed of this quadcopter. Okay, let's bring it to a halt right around here. And here we are in the desert. Let's do some camera tilt action. All the way down to 0, all the way up to 90, or all the way up to 0 and all the way down to 90 degrees. Now let's see if it's proportional. Just tap it a little bit. Oh no, it is not proportional. It just has a 1-speed servo. Oh, that's too bad. You can't do that smooth transitions. Okay. Now let's see if there's a zoom. There you go. That is the zoom. Let me zoom out. Okay, let me take a photo. There you go. Takes a, okay, select more photos, keep, I don't know, select more photos, I guess. Okay, there you go. All right, done. Okay, let me go ahead and zoom in again and see if it reflects a zoom on the recorded video. But I need to start the video first. Let's change the video. Start the video. There you go. Now I can zoom in. Okay. Let me stop the zoom or recording and let me tap on that. Everything on the TF card and cannot be undone. Please, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and format the SD card because I did not do that. So let's go ahead and go back and take another photo. I'm sure it'll record to the phone app, thus into your camera roll of your phone. Okay, now let's change over to video. Hit record. Make sure it is recording, because sometimes if you don't format it within the app itself, it does not record. Let's see if the zoom reflects on the recorded video. Okay, my phone just got darker. Alright, so let me go ahead and stop the video, check the photo album, and there we have some videos already, or photos, and I believe there is some videos. 3 of 3. No, this is from a different quadcopter, guys. Yeah, that's completely from a different quadcopter and it's showing up over here. Okay, now I don't see anything. Please enter after landing. So are you telling me that it does not register until I land? Okay, that's a photo we took today. The photos are coming out, but the videos are not. 1 of 5. No, that's something else. That's something else. Okay, so let me go ahead and exit out of here. Make sure it's recording. Yeah, it looks like the memory went down a little bit. So let me go ahead and hit record. Hopefully it is recording to the micro SD card. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring it in. We're supposed to have 40 minutes of flight time on this thing. I wonder if that's true. But the bar, the green bar on the top is already, looks like almost down the below 3/4 tank. So let me go ahead and drop it down right here. And it comes down pretty smooth. So this is going to be our new home point. So let's go ahead and arm the motors. And then I'm going to manually just throttle up and take off. It just gradually and then increases on the takeoff. So let's go ahead and push it out and check out the return to home. And this is the return to home button. Oh, it doesn't rise up in altitude, just turns around, comes back. Okay, let's just let it fulfill its return to home. Let me go into the settings, and beginner mode is off. So if you turn on beginner mode, you'll be limited to distance and whatnot and altitude. So I turned it off. It says 5,000 meters and 120 meters and 50 meters in altitude for return to home. I'm going to drop that down to like 20 something meters. Okay, it landed and the motors turned off, but it missed the landing pad by a little bit. That is okay. Now there is no other parameter except that, and you can go ahead and track your quadcopter's flight and also find your quadcopter in the maps. So that is pretty cool. I like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and arm it, throttle to take off. Again, it rises up gradually and then it speeds up. Okay, one more time, hit that return to home button, or rather I'll return to home with the phone app and slide to return to home. Yeah, it still just turns around if it is below the designated altitude, I assume. Okay, yeah, that's what it is doing. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the return to home button again, and it should stop return to home or exit return to home, and it did. So I got full control of it now. Okay, nice so far. Too bad it doesn't have a 3-axis gimbal. Let's go and check out the special features real quick here, and I'm gonna do the circle flight. I'm gonna go ahead and slide all the way up to 30 meters and slide to start. Oh, now it rises up in altitude to what? Turns around 50 meters. And it goes away to that 30 meters. Now it should turn around. Yeah, she's turning around. And then start to circle. Start circling. Oh no. It's now circling. And my input does not have anything. Yeah, so it's not working here. Okay. So we exited circle flight. Let me try that again. Hopefully it works this time. Okay, radius 30 meters, slide to start. Come on. Turns around, goes away 30 meters, slows down. Turns around. Come on. Ah, man. No circle flight today? I can lower down the altitude. But other than that, I can increase and decrease the altitude, but nothing else works. And it's not starting to circle. So let me hit that circle flight again. Ah, that is too bad. We'll try again later. Okay, let's bring it down in altitude. And there I am in the shade. Let's go ahead and check out. Okay. Sure, lighting 3 to 10 meters. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a square around myself. This is not GPS follow. Nah, it didn't work. Okay, let me get closer. There you go. Now are you going to follow? Oh man, nothing is working here. Okay, let's try to do that again. And there you go. It's an object follow, but it is following. Yeah, it is following, but it'll stay stationary and just yaw to follow. So it will not move from its location. It will just yaw. So this is good for like doing things and recording yourself from the air, kinda. Yeah. So let's get out of that. At least that worked. Let's go GPS follow. And oh, it moved back a little bit. It's kind of got me off center though, because of my GPS on the phone is maybe a little off. Yeah, it's yawing. It's following. So let's go away. And it should start moving to follow me. Yep, it's coming. Yep. So it'll constantly point itself on you as you're moving around. And if you go towards it, it'll back up and yaw at the same time. Typical GPS follow. It still got me in the frame, so that's pretty good. At least that worked. Okay. So now that we've broken it in, let's see if it'll do that circle flight once again. Okay. So it rises up in altitude. That is the point of interest. Come on, work this time. Turns around and heads in this direction. I guess it is the heading. That we landed and took off. Come on, start moving. Oh man, the circle flight does not want to work. Why? It should work. So that's another feature that will not work. And it is still in the mode. I gotta get out. Now, there's some other stuff. And that is it. That's all I got here. And the battery life is down below half. So I don't think we have flown that long. So next thing to do is test out a little distance here. I'm going to keep my line of sight on it, head towards the park. 6.532 meters per second. 76 meters away. Raise it up in altitude just a little bit. Okay, there you go. Let me get a little bit of a horizon and go on the left side of the water tower and don't bang into it. Tap on the screen, get the icons to disappear. 270 meters, going strong. Bumpy ride, but the video did not cut off yet. So it's got good video. Now the bar on the top, battery life bar turned yellow. We are not in low voltage or anything, it's just a warning. So let me veer to the left just a little bit. 450 meters and still going strong, and I still see the little dot. I can still see it. Still going. Okay, very hard to see the little dot now. And it is kind of going in and out, and you know what? I think I lost a little dot. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here at 620 meters. And we still got nice clear video. No interruptions to the video, no breakups or anything like that. Alright? So let's go ahead and hit that return home once again and have it come back. Keep an eye on the wind speed to ensure a safe return. Okay. Basically there's no wind. So it'll rise up to altitude up to 50 meters. And it is heading back home at 7 point somewhat meters per second. Now drop down to 6.8. A little bumpy ride, like I said earlier, which is too bad. If it only had EIS, even like the 360E, it was nice and smooth video. I even took a video of its flight and I uploaded it because I was impressed by the electronic image stabilization. But this one does not even have EIS. Yeah, that's too bad. If 3-axis gimbal is hard to achieve, 2-axis is good enough with EIS. Does basically the same thing. Sometimes that yaw axis on the 3-axis gimbal messes up the video because it has a latency. Okay, it's heading its way back. And I'm still in the yellow. Okay, I think it has arrived. Yep, it's directly above. Stopped. Turns a little bit to the heading where it was when it took off. And it should start coming down, no? Yeah, it is coming down, but very nice and smooth. I don't hear any prop wash. That's surprising. Usually when it descends, it starts eating its own prop wash and all that. But this one is coming down. It does not slow down though. Boom. Oh, so you guys watch out. It does not slow down. Motors turn off. Okay, so we are in the yellow. So let's go ahead and see if it has a limitation once it hits red. So we are still able to fly. And let me go ahead and try that circle flight again. Going up in altitude. Hey, It's gonna collide. Phew, it missed. Almost looks like it was gonna collide. Okay, heads out. Come on, turn around and start circling. Yes, it's working. It's starting to circle. Battery's in the red though. Oops. Let me go down in altitude. Camera tilt down just a little bit too. And there you go. Okay, it's heading to the right. So let me go ahead and increase the speed. Does it increase the speed? Yes, it does. Nice. Now let's go the opposite direction. Does it go the opposite direction? Come on. The white balance kind of changed the exposure. Or is that my phone gotten brighter? Okay, it's going the opposite direction. Alright. Very nice. Now can I pull in? Looks like so. But it lost the center of point of interest kind of towards the right. Oh, video. Oh, the app crashed. What? Let me restart it. It says connecting aircraft. Come on, man. Come on. Controls. Yes, I got video back. And what is it doing? Oh, returning home. Nice. Okay. And I hit confirm. And it stopped and then it's resuming. Okay. So, because of the battery, I couldn't check out all of the features of the point of interest. But look at that. It's turning around. So it works. We do have a second battery, so we'll check it out one more time and make all the features, or try out all the features. Oh, look at that. It's the first phase of low voltage, so it does not descend. It allows you to take control and fly. Now it's the geofence time. So there you go, bumps into the geofence. It says low battery, please return promptly. So this is the time you want to land your quadcopter. You want to have a little bit of battery life left in the battery for the battery's health. So yeah, so we do have a geofencing. And because this is a test, we will fly around until the battery depletes itself completely to the critical low voltage phase. Alright, so you can still fly around within the geofencing area, which is probably like 25 to 30 meters. There I am. Hey, this is pretty good actually, because it doesn't have a 3-axis gimbal. What it does have is the FPV style of flying. See, it rolls and everything, so you feel like you're flying a real FPV drone. Yeah. And it stabilizes itself when you let go. The manual circle flight. The video kind of goes in and out when the quadcopter's on the other side of the van. See, it has no problem right now. But look at that. That was a stutter. Because you gotta keep this antenna pointed at the quadcopter, because this is a directional antenna. So as you can see, there's like a little stutter. And then it recovers, so that's pretty good. This could be a very good quadcopter for like one of those FPV goggles. Not FPV goggles, but like the drone mask that I use. And I do have the drone mask with me in my bag. My utility bag. I carry it around just in case I need it. So on the second battery, we'll check out the other features, like can I use the throttle while it's doing the point of interest. We know that you can speed it up and make it go the opposite direction, and looks like I can decrease the radius, and it probably can increase the radius, so we'll check that out. And then I can throttle up and down to see, there you go, I hit the geofencing, to see if we got that throttle feature in the point of interest. But this is not bad. Okay, I hear 3 beeps at a time now. Or was that beep always there? I just didn't hear it because it's very soft, I guess. So let's continue to fly around. Beautiful day here in the high desert. Okay, now it's kind of acting funny. Let me let go. No, maybe I just hit the geofencing. Yeah, I think I just hit the geofencing. Yeah, looks like around the distance of the geofence. Yeah, beautiful day here in paradise. So it's got altitude hold, so you don't have to worry about altitude. See? It kind of broke up right there, the video, because I'm pointing the remote controller's antenna this way and not on the other side of the van. I think I hit the geofencing right there. There you go. It's going to stutter right here. There you go. A little break up. Oh yeah, works pretty good. Wow. Pretty long. Oh. Okay, now nothing works. So this is the critical low voltage phase. And it's just going to land itself autonomously. Missed the landing pad by a lot, but we're still within a pretty good distance. All right. See, it's not doing anything at the moment. Or was that beep always there? I just didn't hear it because it's very soft, I guess. So let's continue to fly around. Beautiful day here in the high desert. Okay, now it's kind of acting funny. Let me let go. No, maybe I just hit the geofencing. Yeah, I think I just hit the geofencing. Yeah, looks like around the distance of the geofence. Yeah, beautiful day here in paradise. So it's got altitude hold, so you don't have to worry about altitude. See? It kind of broke up right there, the video, because I'm pointing the remote controller's antenna this way and not on the other side of the van. I think I hit the geofencing right there. There you go. It's going to stutter right here. There you go. A little break up. Oh yeah, works pretty good. Wow. Pretty long. Oh. Okay, now nothing works. So this is the critical low voltage phase. And it's just going to land itself autonomously. Missed the landing pad by a lot, but we're still within a pretty good distance. All right. Okay, I got the second battery installed. Compass calibration one more time. Okay, flat level surface. Calibrate the gyros, and we are done. Get out of the beginner mode. 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay. And decrease the return altitude and hit save. I guess I didn't save the first time around, and that's why it returned back home at 50 meters. Okay, so let's go ahead and check it out one more time. First things first, let's check out the circle flight. Slide. Come on, work for the first time, will you? I'm going to sit in the shade. Okay, go, go. Turns around. And I'll hit that video. And I do believe it is circling. Nice. So let's lower down the throttle, and that works. I guess I did that earlier. I did lower it down. So there you go. Camera angle tilt just a little bit. And let's see. Go up in altitude, go down in altitude, both of which works just fine. And decreasing and pitching forward to decrease the radius. That works great. Nice. And pulling down the stick and increasing the radius. Oh, 29, 30 meters. It does not have limitations. 40 meters, 46, 50. Oh wow, you can just keep going. So that is a great feature. So the only problem with this quadcopter, everything worked pretty good. Circle flight worked like on the third or the fourth try, but everything works pretty good, and it is pretty smooth because there's no wind. But it does need EIS or electronic or 3-axis gimbal or 2-axis gimbal. Yeah, that is what is missing on this quadcopter, so that's too bad. Let me go ahead and pitch forward, decrease the radius, and it is still flying around. It is still rotating while I'm decreasing. If that was smooth, oh man, it would have been really nice. So Holystone really needs to get their act together and put a gimbal on this thing, as well as electronic image stabilization. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out from the circle flight, and we are exited out of circle flight. And I think that's just about it. So it is a decent quadcopter, but Oh, that was my screen recording earlier. All right. It is a decent quadcopter, but because of the fact that it doesn't have stabilization on the video or a 3-axis gimbal, yeah, it puts it at a disadvantage when it comes to competing with other quadcopters. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my drone mask and do some flying with the drone mask. So we are good to go, and I'm taking a video. Okay, let's get my things together here. My cables are tangled up. So here we go. I got my drone mask on, guys. So let's go and fly around. Let's see what speed I'm in. Sport mode. Camera mode. Let's do camera mode first. Whoa. Alright, so here we go. Flying away. Let me go ahead and check that settings, and I do have my beginner mode turned off, so I can travel as far as I want. Get some height and then pitch forward. Camera tilt angle up a little bit because I'm pitching forward, and here we go. Nice. Yeah, that's a little slow, so let's go ahead and hit the normal mode. Speed number 2. Yeah, a little bumpy here and there, but yeah, you can fly this thing like an FPV drone because it rolls. It doesn't keep you stabilized with like a 3-axis gimbal or a 2-axis gimbal. So there I am. So this is still a little too slow. So let's go to high speed mode. And you can fly around like an FPV drone. There you go. Okay guys, I think that'll do it for this video of the Holystone HS360D. So yeah, if you want to check it out for yourself, the link is down below. I think it's $249. I'm pretty sure it was $249 when I looked at it, and I think it had like a coupon of $50, so it brings it back down to $199. But I believe it has to be a little bit lower than that for this quadcopter because it does not have the gimbal or EIS, where some of the other competitor drones now come with the 3-axis gimbal, the same amount of distance basically. So yeah. Yeah, so that'll do it for this video of the Holystone HS360D. I thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.